Hi everyone, this is Brian, your Honda Connection from Della Honda in Plattsburgh. Today I've got a couple of 2018 Honda Odysseys here with me, 2018 models, LX, EX, and Touring. I wanted to do a quick side-by-side comparison and show you the similarities and differences between the three. Let's start off under the hood. They all have a 3.5 liter direct injected V6 engine with 280 horsepower. Now, depending on which trim level you get, they do have different transmissions though. The LX, EX, and EXLs have 9-speed automatic transmissions, whereas the Touring and the Elite models have the 10-speed automatic transmissions. They do all have the push-button shift, however. Let's give you a quick view of the front of the vehicle here. They all have LED daytime lights. Excuse me, the EXs and up have LED daytime lights. Let's give you a quick side view. They do all have alloy wheels. And this is what they look like on the LX model. Let's take a quick look in the driver's compartment here. They all have a power driver seat, both driver's and passenger seat, so both front seats are power on all trim levels. The dash in front of the driver is very similar between all the trims, with the digital speedometer and the display that you can scroll through here underneath it. Got your cruise and audio controls. Now the LX does not have a touchscreen. We have this non-touchscreen, smaller, displays your radio information, your Bluetooth, backup camera. Let's put it in reverse here. That's what the backup camera looks like on the LX, and then pushing this knob right here, you can toggle through different camera angles. Let's put it back in park. So as you can see, they do all have the push button shift transmission. They all have snow mode, economy mode, and then drive and S would be sequential mode, where you can use the paddle shifters, plus to upshift, minus to downshift through all 9 or 10 speeds, depending on which model Odyssey you have. Now the LX and all trim levels do have the push button start. However, the LX does not have the smart key entry system. You'd actually have to push the lock or unlock on the key fob here, and it does not have power sliding doors and does not have the remote engine start system. The EX, the next trim level up, would have the smart key entry system with remote starter and power sliding doors. Give you a look at the center console here. We do have some USB ports, auxiliary port, and some power outlets. Give you a view around the inside of the cabin. And let's take a look in the rear area. We'll go to one of the sliding doors here. Again, LX model, non-power sliding doors. There's another view on the side of the LX. And looking on the inside here, we have the two captain's chairs in the second row. There is no middle seat in the LX model, so all the LX trim levels are a 7-passenger, whereas the EXs and up do have that middle seat, and they are 8-passenger. So again, that's what that area looks like in between the seats. And then of course you have the third row where you can seat 3 people back there. Let's go ahead and take a look at the EX model now. So again, the alloy wheels are styled differently on the EX. We do have the LED daytime lights on the EX model. Give you a view of the front here. And the side. Let's take a look in the driver's area. So we do have actually body colored side mirrors with the side directionals on it, whereas the LX model has the non-painted side mirrors and no directional on the mirror itself. And then we do have the smart key system, where as long as you have the key on you, you can unlock or lock the doors just by touching the door handle. So again, we have power driver seat and power front passenger seat on all models. However, the EX adds the 4-way adjustable lumbar, where you can adjust the lower part of the seat in or out, or up or down to fine-tune your comfort level. And again, the dash area in front of the driver looks very similar. We've got our digital speedometer and our displays that we can bring up underneath here. like so. We do have automatic headlights and fog lights now, our power sliding door buttons, and we do have all of the Honda sensing features here with the lane keep assist, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitor, rear cross traffic monitor, and so on, forward collision warning. So we do have this little area right here that lights up yellow when there's a vehicle on either side of us. That is on both the left and the right side over there. And of course, we've got the big touch screen that does all kinds of fancy high-tech stuff with the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all of your different audio sources, your fuel mileage. Give you a view through all the menus here. And then of course, when we put it in reverse, the backup camera comes up on this touchscreen. So it's a larger, more high definition display. Again, we've got our 3 camera angles, and we have the rear cross traffic monitor. So when there's a vehicle moving behind us, it will beep and pop up an orange arrow on the screen to indicate which direction that vehicle's coming from. And then we do have the active guidelines that curve when you turn the steering wheel on the EX and higher models. The push button transmission, snow mode, and economy mode again are all the same. Push button start. But now on the EX we have heated front seats, both front seats with high, medium, low settings. And then let's take a look at the center console. We do have a slightly different console now with this cover on it and the key fob here. Again, the smart key entry system. So now we have the power sliding doors and remote start. And again, we'll give you a look around the cabin. So both the LX and EX both have cloth seats. And let's take a look in the rear area, the second row and third rows here. Again, we'll give you a side view of the EX model. This new green color, in my opinion, is very nice, something a little bit different. Now we have multiple ways to open the power sliding door. We can pull the handle, like so, and that will either open or close the door. We also have buttons on the dash, buttons on the key fob, and buttons right there as well on the B pillar. So looking in the third row, that's pretty much the same as in the LX. 3 people fit back there. And then we've got 3 seats in the second row now. So we've got this middle 8th passenger seat. All 3 of these seats in the second row are removable, one at a time. So you can remove 1, 2, or all 3 seats. When you remove the middle seat in the second row, you can do the magic slide here, where you can slide either captain's chair side to side. And you may have noticed the seat belt for both captain seats are now attached to the seat themselves instead of on here. So when you do have someone going through behind the seat to get into the third row, they're not climbing underneath or through that seat belt anymore. So that makes that very convenient. So let's go ahead and close that. And we'll take a look at the rear of these vans here. So not much is different between the LX and the EX back here. Neither one has a power tailgate. Neither one has parking sensors. But when we move to the Touring, it does add the parking sensors and the power tailgate. It is a foot-activated power tailgate on the Touring as well. I do not have the key fob on me, so it won't let me do that right now. You'd have to have the key fob on you to kick your foot underneath and then activate the power tailgate. Or you can just hit the button underneath the Honda logo there, and we've got the power tailgate. That is height adjustable as well, so you can raise or lower it, and then push and hold the button until it beeps. Keep holding it, and then it will give you a quick beep beep, and you can program it to whichever height you have it set at currently. And then in the Touring, we do have the Honda vac back here. Let's go ahead and close this. And we'll take a look in the rear area here. Give you a side view. So again, we've got the power doors, of course, on the Touring. We do have leather seats now. As you can see, everything is still the same number of seating as the EX. And we do have more USB ports and HDMI ports in back of the console here, because we do have the rear entertainment system right here with the cabin watch camera as well, so you can keep an eye on everybody in the back of the vehicle right there. That's the camera for the cabin watch. And yet again, a different styled alloy wheel on the Touring. And full LED daytime, nighttime, high beam, and fog lights on the Touring. Let's take a look in the driver's seat. So again, we've got our power driver seat, power passenger seat, our leather seating now, and our speedometer and display underneath the speedometer. All the same buttons as the EX, except now that we have the power tailgate and parking sensors. We also have memory seats. And we have our heated seats, push button shift, snow mode, economy mode, and the idle stop button. What the idle stop is, when you come to a stop and the engine is up to its normal operating temperature, the gasoline engine will shut off to save fuel, and so it's not emitting any emissions out of the tailpipe. That button is there to turn that system on or off. If you didn't like the idle stop function coming on, you could disable it with that button. And then of course we've got our touchscreen. Added a couple things like the rear entertainment icon, the navigation icon, and then the cabin talk and cabin watch as well. The DVD input is right here for your movies. And the key fob looks the same as the EX model here. Same compartment here, except now that we do have our wireless headsets. The van does come with 2 wireless headsets when you have the rear DVD system. I'll give you a quick look at the interior here. Alright, so again, this has been a quick comparison of the 2018 Odyssey LX, EX, and Touring models. Again, this is Brian, your Honda connection from Della Honda in Plattsburgh. And we'll end off with a quick view of the brochure and the different models and what they come with. So the LX comes with everything listed underneath it. The EX builds upon that with all of these features. And then the EXL, which we did not show, the Touring, and the top-of-the-line Elite model. Thanks for watching.